Said funnels, to my standpoint of funnels for somebody, you're typically also going to be able to sell other services such as digital advertising, marketing automation, social media management, all the other services that go along with driving traffic to this thing that you build. I refer to these things as assets when I'm in my business, and I do that because this is an asset to an individual. It's something that they own ongoing that you transfer into their account after you build it out of your mega agency account, being a ClickFunnels account that does all your work that you share to other people, so you have backups of it. A funnel can be sold in a lot of different ways. It can be sold on the amount of steps that are in it. You can sell a package of funnels in a month. You can be known as a funnel expert as your core product where you sell all the other services around it. This is a really good way to start a business up as a digital agency, because if you sell this asset, like I said, it's just so necessary to have marketing automation to follow people up with emails and SMS, and to dynamically distribute the contacts information that you collect in different parts of the funnel, so you have dynamic advertising following people up in real time. You have to also understand that funnels, you can upsell everything from digital advertising, and then you could upsell things like Facebook, Google PPC, retargeting, and all the other services you can offer around that. You can also upsell business consulting, because sometimes you can explain to the person, hey, I might break your business if I get you too much traffic and too many sales. So you might need me to come in and assess from the inside out what you may need and what you may not need in there, so you can save a little bit of money to put towards extra ads, or so you can make more money long term by not breaking the business by having the right people in there at the right time. Great service to upsell. You can also upsell some kind of support option if you have any abilities to actually implement support in people's businesses. Meaning, I have a guy, he's one of my old DAP clients. He's referring business that he generates to different support centers around the country that actually help support his clients' businesses for customer needs. And he's actually getting kickbacks from those. So the moral of the story, you'll hear me mention these things a few times throughout the process. We have a whole video on that alone. It's called the strategic networking video. But moral of the story is, don't be afraid to outsource to partners to make a little money. Always define how many you're going to do. Limit the amount of funnels that you'll create in a month. Otherwise, your client, each time you get one done, will have you said when you're selling it in the marketplace, go out of your way to say, hey, if you would like to generate leads, sales, conversions, awareness, reviews, host a membership site, go out of your way to have users submit a survey online, all of that can be set up in a funnel, and you can sequentially upsell people afterwards. So when I'm in a sales presentation and I want to sell this, it's a very visual process. I first explain to people, I'm like, a funnel looks like this. Our traffic comes in from the top. And I'll draw different traffic sources. So we got Facebook, we got YouTube, we got all these. And I'm like, then we draw them to the landing page. I'm like, and landing page number 1 needs to be a page where we're collecting email. So I was like, we're capturing email here, and we're capturing their name and phone. Okay, now when we move them down to the next step, after we've collected the email and the phone, we're going to immediately upsell the person. So we have an opportunity here to upsell the individual for $27. Now, after the person's upsold for $27, we're then going to try to upsell them for a $249 price point. Now, that $249 price point is then turning into a $997 sale. All the traffic coming in that's driving up to this first landing page gives a visual for the individual who you're selling to be like, oh wow, that's a landing page. And then you tell them, you say, and this right here, this is a thank you page, but the thank you page is also a whole landing page in and out of itself. If you guys need an example for different visuals of what each one of these steps would be, this that I just depicted to you is a real funnel that we've built for one of our clients named Armando. We'll give links below that you guys can click on so you can see examples of what a landing page looks like, a thank you page upsell looks like, what's called a thank you page upsell number 2 here, and then we also have another page of thank you page upsell number 3. So all in all, right here, understand as an agency owner what it's going to take, how many people I have to hire, who I have to give the work to, who I have to pay, and how long it's going to take roughly just to accomplish that task. But that, by definition, is one funnel. So how much work do you want to do if you have, let's say, a 5-step funnel, or just a 2-step funnel, or whatever it is, right? You want to define that kind of client can only make 3 funnels in a month, which is exactly how I have that client, for example, right? You want to define it, that way you're not stuck. However, when you explain it like this, you also give the client a visual of their potential money. So here we could say, for example, we have a $27 price point, plus we have a $249 price point, plus we have a $997 price point. Now, I'm no mathematician, and I also don't feel like doing math while I'm talking to you guys multitasking, so I'll bust out the handy dandy calculator to add that total up. So 27 plus 249 plus 996. They're also going to have more of a reality around it when you show them the links that we have below for you to give them a detailed perspective of what this can do and how it would flow. Now, you're going to need the capabilities to have a competent, articulate way to articulate to your client what you need from them with the videos. And I'll explain that once again by using examples in the links below of this specific funnel. I had to coach my client Armando on exactly what to say in each one of those videos from the perspective of who he's talking to on the page, and I gave him some sales technique as well. You guys need to give your clients the same kind of confidence when you're having them create funnels like that. Give them some kind of script or some kind of general direction to help you, help them, help you make money for yourself and them, of course. Now, that being said, outside of just giving a person a clear perspective on what the funnel is and how it looks and how much revenue it can generate for them, you typically want to give them a timeline. So you want to say, well, if it's going to take about 4 landing pages and 1 funnel, and I like the amount of revenue that we can generate for you here, I think it's going to take us about a week and a half in order to knock that all out. You then want to roll right into the assumptive close that I've told you guys before. A video from you, so it might take only another 2 days from there. So let's say we also add your social media management in there. We'll be able to create content throughout that 2 weeks as well. Emails, if you want us to do the marketing automation, you want the marketing automation, right? You want people to have emails and SMS as they fill out the forms for these things and to deliver the product, right? Social media management content that we'll need between the funnel, between the marketing automation, between the ads, and I'd love to look at your team internally as well, just to make sure that you have everybody that you need in order to support the structure for having to talk to these people who buy that $997 product, or for anybody who has any kind of comments that they're leaving on social channels or something. You may need our additional service of us coming in and actually being able to reply to people on the internet for you as your brand. But we can talk about that after we sign the agreement and things like that. But anyway, what I'd also like to see, if you need, we probably want to drive traffic to this thing outside of just Facebook advertising, I imagine. So you probably want to do Google PPC too, and I'd recommend we do some YouTube videos as well. All in all, what a couple of videos. Anyway, we'll also add PR in there. We'll get you with our partners, and we'll add a little bit of credibility to this, so other people say things about it, so we drive more traffic into the funnel as another source. So we'll add that up here in the traffic list too. That sounds really fair, right? Okay, cool. Now, all in all, for us to execute this, now you're defining the package. We can send you an agreement. If we get assigned tonight, we'll have a credit card authorization form on there. I think that we can knock this out for about $15K, and we'll do it over 30 days. So we'll have about 2.5 weeks worth of creative time, and we'll have about a week and a half worth of action. And what we'll do after we sign the agreement tonight, we'll have a strategy session tomorrow. I'll bring all my team onto the call, or you and I will have a conversation, and we'll roll right into a deep adding a funnel in can be the core product. I typically don't add funnels in as upsells. If I do add a funnel as an upsell, I don't really focus on it, and I don't make it as good as what I think it should be typically, because it doesn't seem like it's the core piece of value to an individual. Although funnels can drive the most attention and the most leads and sales and whatever else into your business, because this is where leads and sales happen, some people already have it or they don't need it. So you have to be aware that if you push a funnel onto somebody who already has a bunch of good-looking funnels or has funnels that are already converting, you're wasting your time. However, if you push them into something where they don't have any of that stuff and they need it and they see the value in it, this is how you're going to make those sales, by some of the information I just gave you in this video here. This was funnel creation under the sales and prospecting section of phase number 4.